Let's find out how to get real-time OPC data to Microsoft Excel. Excel will now be able to use OPC to read and write data. OPC Expert enables this data transfer using OPC Classic, OPC .NET, and even OPC UA. OPC Expert does not require an installation, so it is safe to download and run OPC Expert on your computer. Of course, you can download and run OPC Expert at no cost. I already copied OPC Expert to my computer and put a shortcut on the desktop. Let's start Excel and enable it to receive real-time information from an OPC server. This works with all versions of Excel from 2003 until now, with both 32 and 64-bit support. Start OPC Expert. Open this computer. Connect to Modbus OPC server. Open the pump folder and subscribe to all available items. Select these items. When we drag these items from OPC Expert and drop them on Excel, we see a snapshot of our current item setup. In this case, we received a one-time record of our current settings, but we will not receive data updates. This is useful to create setup documents, and we have a separate video tutorial on this feature. But in this tutorial, we focus on receiving real-time data. In Excel, start a blank worksheet. To enable the real-time data transfer, refer to OPC Expert's main menu and select Tools and choose Options. Refer to the OPC Servers tab. Check Enable RTD Server, which is Microsoft's preferred way to enable Microsoft Office applications to receive real-time data, RTD. Click OK. Select a couple of items, drag, and drop these items on Excel. After a brief delay, Excel begins updating with the latest real-time data. To receive more data, we just drag another item into Excel. A drag and drop operation is easy, but sometimes it is more efficient to add items manually. Let's add another item manually. We will label the cells Current, Flow, Level, and Setpoint. In Excel, copy the items to another cell. These two cells show the same values because they are copies of each other. Both refer to the same level item. To change this cell to refer to the setpoint item, we manually change the name to setpoint. OPC Expert gives me full control because I can edit the cell in Excel and manually change the name of the OPC item. We can even write values from Excel back to an OPC server. Let's write 21 to this setpoint. We simply edit the cell and add a reference to our source cell in Excel at the end of the formula. It is just one more parameter. When we write a new value and hit the Enter button on the keyboard, Excel writes the value to the OPC server. We now have full control to read and write values. In this tutorial, we used OPC Expert to export item information from an OPC server to Excel. We also saw how OPC Expert enables Excel to receive real-time data from an OPC server and how to write back to the OPC server. This works with OPC Classic, OPC .NET, and even OPC UA. OPC Expert is easy to use and is a favorite tool in process control and automation. Remember, OPC Expert does not require installation, so it is safe to use on all computers. Troubleshooting and diagnosis is free. Download OPC Expert and give it a try yourself.